since they only have one power, I'm assuming that it's going to get maxed out. Then I oh right, they have 40 points to spend. Ugh.
Right? First thing, right off the bat. Ha, ha.
Oh, great.
It's fitting, though.
All right, so number one gets the unknown power and immutable. Number two has special movement and immunity. Number three has resilience and mulligan. And number four has protected and control environment. Interesting. Now that we have two, I'm going to roll a d4 to see how many would have an additional power. So all four.
Was it self-explanatory for the characters?
Uh,
I figured if I'm gonna force this to happen, I've got to make the characters up so that you don't have to fuck with that and make the roll and everything. So that way, it's just here's the encounter. Oh, dude, that was the worst fucking combination setup because those archers are no fucking joke.
no, they are no joke.
And that fucking fighter has 4 attacks at level 2.
I didn't want her to touch me. I was gonna hope the first Lyra would kill, or the second Lyra would kill the first Lyra. Give me a little bit of time.
So, Simma, remember when I was telling you that I'm going to make a psychopath that has to kill herself?
Yeah,
Now, do you see what I was talking about?
I guess. No. Combat mastery connected and immutable. Okay. So, Night 1 is definitely the commander. I don't. What is connected?
Uh,
Um. Well, I can say that whoever Knight number 2 is has and is actual nobility that joined the cause, as opposed to everyone else who was like adventurers or someone who worked through the ranks or earned their position. Gives me a little bit more playthrough. So now I'm gonna roll a d3 to see if any of the other three will take their fifth power. Well, actually, I should roll a d4, and then a 1 is none. So one is none, so two more. So the commander and the sub commander will have another power, and then they are done. Combat mastery and combat techniques for the commander. Makes sense. And then Archmaidens.
Um, Convergence, because the way that convergence is in the book is not the way that Archfiends do it. I would like to point out that Ruka from campaign was that one um, eventually became Bubblegum.
Now I
And
actually need
somewhere in the middle, he was a Pokemon trainer.
wild. All right. Well, I think I've done all of the rolling that I need to do. Well, besides magic items, but I will not do that in your game because I don't want to. I guess I could silence myself. Mhm.
Fun.
Hey, Grim. D10, D12, D20.
Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? I swapped to headsets.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yep, you're loud and clear.
I I'm gonna use my broken ass fucking wireless ones because I'm running around doing stuff. I'm like, man, this sucks.
Oh, does your new one have wires?
Yeah, because I couldn't find the wireless one I wanted, so I just grabbed a crappy one, and I'm returning it fucking tomorrow.
Right. I have done all my rolls, so I will skedoodle. You gentlemen, have a good night.
Good night.
Have a good one.
Oh, hey, I actually wrote it down, Grim. Let's see. Did I not actually turn this into a roller? I didn't. Alright, remember you said Naez changed his name, and I said I just deleted that. Fortunately, in Wednesday's notes, I actually wrote down what his new name was.
There you go.
Way to go, past me.
I had to get up and arrange the laundry, and the whole time I'm complaining because I didn't have my headset on because the wires don't. So I'm using the broken ass one still. I know it's gonna die on me, and then I'll have to swap over to the wired.
Well, I guess for now, since this is still campaign 4 stuff anyway, we can continue where we left off, and then if it gets too far in and you guys feel you need the rest of the group, we'll pause till the rest show up. So, but if memory serves, the last thing you were doing was trying to still gather information. So, last we left off, you guys had basically affirmed that you wanted to hunt down Naez and started the process of trying to track him down. You found out that Naez has been around the block, and so he had contingency plans ready for you guys. Ready for anyone in general, but you guys specifically. After he kidnapped and pretty much tortured fairies until they did the fairy thing and took his name, and then he took another name, and then took another name, and then took another name, and etc., etc., etc. You guys eventually tracked him down. And there was a little bit of confrontation, a little bit of dialogue. Ultimately, you guys got the upper hand on him pretty much immediately. And you were able to start the combat with some pretty good damage, which resulted in him losing a few things. And because of said stunt, he magic combat kind of helped. He dropped him to 20, so he had less power up factors than you would have before. And then on top of it, you guys had some well-timed spells, and due to that fact, you guys were able to pretty much take down Naez. Until you did. Can't remember exactly which spells you cast because it's been like, what, a month? But I know it had basically, you figured out that Naez is not dead, but his heart was transported to somewhere called the Blackthorn Graveyard. And. Oh, right. Yes. Right. That's why you got so much information. Yeah. So he gave you some information, told you that it's really hard to find because it's an eldritch entity, which borderlines on a god, essentially. And you guys were in the process of trying to figure out how to find it.
Had you thought of anything since last time we were roaring about this?
Not really. We were told we had to find a
Grove Tender.
grove tender.
Or Grove Keeper. It was one of those words. Either way, it's someone who obviously guards and maintains the grove.
Do we have any spells that would help?
I will look through Grumpy spells just a bit.
I don't have much divination. Scrying.
It doesn't look like Tavik has anything prepared that would help. I'm gonna kind of go through his list outside of what he had prepared to see if he has anything worthwhile, because I know he can change his spells on short rests.
And he also has Witch, so any 8th level lower that he doesn't have, he can use. And
Oh, I have alter reality. It's basically the same thing, right?
Yes, as a god, yes, it's pretty much a better version of Wish.
can you alter reality a door to the place?
Well, I can cast plane shift, or oh wait, any spell of 9th level or lower, standard action. One round for each level that the feat belongs. Can I use it to open up a gate to the graveyard?
Yes, as a matter of fact, you can. As you cast.
Would the alter reality get around the deity not let us get into it?
That is a good
That was
question.
a big problem with Gate last time.
Let me remind myself what Alter Reality does exactly.
Would plane shift get around that?
Plane Shift would not normally, but if it's cast with Alter Reality, that is, in essence, creating it, making it a divine spell rather than a regular spell.
I'm 8th rank divine, if that matters.
Well, you are being a rank 1 would outrank this time. It's a pseudo divine. So yes, it technically matters. You kind of override most divine features.
Oh, I don't think you tried casting Gate before. It was me and we beat him up, he went somewhere else.
Mm.
Or were you hoping we would find answers when we got there?
Well, when we get there, we might learn something.
Okay. I just figured I'd throw that out there before.
So, just confirming you're using Alter Reality to cast Gate or Plane Shift, one of the two.
Yes.
Due to the fact that you are Divine Rank 8, you do circumvent any pseudo-god's abilities to prevent your travel, especially since your main domain is travel.
I see him, because he gets exhausted. If I cast Catnap on him, would that, or no, because it's divine exhaustion?
I'm incapacitated for a number of rounds, plus the level of the spell, I think.
Yeah, so 9 rounds. Yeah, so you'll see the gate open, and on the other side of the gate, you can kind of see this dreary, dark looking space with blackened trees and dark vegetation that appears to be overrun with these black vines with thorns. And on the other side of the plants, you can see kind of your standard creepy gothic style black fencing of like old cemeteries.
I take it Naez is not actually in view.
Well, were you targeting Naez or were you targeting the black graveyard, the Blackthorn graveyard? I guess I should ask that first.
I'm trying to reach Naez's location.
Then you do see Naez is currently prone on the ground.
I will approach and examine him, see if he's
Right with him.
He is conditionally stable, but not effectively. He's at 0 HP. And as you step into the space, a light fog sort of descends upon this graveyard. Not enough to really obscure anything, but makes for good ambience. And occasionally you can hear this don't sound, but it sounds like there's more than one, and they're off. Because you guys are so high level and have as high a perception that you do, you can tell that you hear like a don't. You can hear that there are multiple and even different sizes of whatever is emitting this sound.
I see. Anything around us that would be making noise?
Sort of towards the center of the graveyard is a black dais with these tombstone-shaped pillars. And on top of each pillar appears to be like a red glowing heart.
You said Nace is lying on the ground. Is he lying in front of one of these pillars?
No, he's like a few feet away. I'd say like 15 feet away.
I'm gonna pull out a book. It's a book on Naez. Start writing it on it, what he has done while Roran is deciding what to do.
I'm gonna cast Vorpal Strike and strike Naze.
Purple strike. Give your weapon, power depth, for duration. When you deal damage to a creature using a weapon attack with this weapon, you may choose to force the target to succeed on a con save or die. Gray, old stuff, Naze. How's a 30 do for him?
My DC is 55.
So your strike hits, and you know he fails. And at first, nothing seems to happen any more than it already has. But then there's this cracking sound. You hear like glass splintering. And it gets stronger and stronger. And a bright golden light emits from one of the hearts that's on those pillars and explodes. I'm not sure if there would be any more outward signs. I guess he was, because Naez didn't need to breathe, right?
No.
So I guess there's no.
And reappear.
Actually, he does just kind of disintegrate. He does not reappear. That is, well, that is some. There are reasons for that. So, Roran, you are aware as a divine that even with an epic level spell, that wouldn't have worked normally because of the conditions of how the graveyard works. Even if Roran doesn't fully understand the graveyard's mechanics, he would understand that being what it is, if it's providing a protection that has a certain condition to end, normally you have to fulfill the condition to end it. However, because you used an epic level spell in conjunction with the fact that you were an 8th rank divine, you overwrote the protection effect of the Blackthorn Graveyard.
I think it's done this time.
You don't have to call it, but just do me a favor, Roran, and roll the macro for D100 chance twice for me.
That's even highly odd.
So 1 success, 1 failure. Let's find out who the failure is. I'm going to roll a D6. Who was his character? Was it? No. Well, I'll have to ask him because I don't remember at the moment. But whoever Arius was playing in campaign 3 just died. Because you'll see from the shrapnel of the other heart, one of the hearts gets destroyed.
He was playing a tree dude.
Oh yeah, some kind of woodland.
Oh, was he Elros again? Or was he? Yeah, he was Elros. Elros Evergreen.
Because we made grass grow, and we stepped on it and cried to him or something.
Yeah, because his species had some sort of weird ability to hear plants more powerfully than the normal speak with plants spell. Oh, and by the way, welcome, Oni.
Thank you. Sorry, my dog just went to a vet, so I just had to watch over her.
You're good, no worries.
Roran pulled his divine card and made it to
Yeah, it turns out eldritch entities, while god-like, are not powerful enough to supersede a higher-ranking god.
Oh.
So, and the fact that the god that's with you also happens to be a travel domain god means that it is very difficult to restrict their travel. You have to be of greater rank to restrict them with, like, divine things. And so, most of the eldritch creatures are highly powerful creatures, but they are basically rank 0 gods. So
Really?
he was able.
0?
Yeah, they were stronger back when they were first introduced into the setting, but thanks to the events of Campaign 1, most of the eldritch gods lost a lot of power because of the failure of one of them in particular, because he was the one who almost ended everything. And so the Firstborn may have punished them a little bit.
A little bit. I think like a lot.
50 lashings with a wet noodle.
Well, they were only ranked 5 before. So originally there was 24, I think. And then, due to some of the events in Campaign 1, basically the 24 pared down to 12, where each of them kind of fused together till there was 12 remaining. And because of that fusion, that's when they got their divine rank of 5. But then, yeah, basically the huntsman bore children, technically, and one of his children killed God. And I mean the actual true creator, top of the divine realms, which depending on which setting you're in, which Forgotten Realms is Io. So basically, Io got killed and taken over by the huntsman's son, and then the party from campaign 1 had to basically take him down. So yeah, it was an interesting cluster of things that happened, and so the firstborn, having taken over from all of that, decided, fuck you eldritch creatures in particular.
Roran, do you feel that this time he is gone for good?
I think so. We can always check with Thea.
Does that mean I have to give up my chicken spell?
What chicken spell?
My epic spell, I can turn things into chickens.
Oh, they didn't say they were taking them away.
This is a nice place.
Kind of a graveyard.
Yeah, I'm not going to even bother make you guys roll. You guys are too high level for this place. I will say, because you can resist the temptations, you will be quote-unquote tempted by the graveyard to make the same deal, quote-unquote, that was offered to Naez, but you don't have to take it. Nothing forces you.
I reject it with a smug.
Wait, we have whispers of people asking for our hearts?
Basically. They offer you basically immortality in exchange for any souls that you come across that you kill become the graveyards, essentially. And this isn't like cheap immortality. This is like lich but better immortality, because technically speaking, unless someone comes here and destroys the heart directly, you will never die. There is no source, except for, as Roran discovered, higher divines that can just outright kill you with this blessing, shall we say.
I will tell this creepy voice that scroll dash 1000234 dash 001 cannot accept. But I will remember that there are souls here that have been unclaimed. I would like to wait an hour, guys, in case I have to come back here for business.
How many souls can you claim?
Oh, you mean put in line?
Yeah, you're just gonna make the line longer.
And that's the beauty of it.
What if they don't want to go?
Oh, if you don't go on my line, there's other lines.
Like, but you're the only one here. You don't see like other. Looks around to see if there's any others like trying to pick up more souls away.
No, last I knew, they were pretty busy south of the Black City. There was a lot of souls around there.
I'm trying to remember what what happened there. I was like,
I think it was when we fought the Elder Brain. I hold up finger quote.
The Timu dollar, the Timu Elder Brain.
I feel like it's like an eBay Elder Brain.
What else do we have to do on the swamp floor?
Well, your terraformer is doing most of the work. I've just been supplementing it. It'll eventually finish. You might need to readjust its position again.
Do your trees do that?
Oh, I can arrange for them to move it when the time comes.
So Rowan, how does it feel now to be very vindicated on achieving and killing your creator?
It's a little sad. He may have lacked common sense, but I don't think he was ever really a bad person.
Do you want us to put down some flowers?
Somehow I think the graveyard wouldn't appreciate that. We should head back to the material plane. I will plane shift us back.
Yep, you find yourself on the material plane.
that ties up your ends that you wanted tied up, right, Lauren?
Yeah. I'm pretty much set.
I know, Mr. Coffee, we're all set. Pony, you said you wanted to be more powerful. Have you gained that?
Yeah, I got some now high level spells I could use. I now got the epic level spells that I could just, destroy some groups with. If only I could make them higher level.
You'd need to be divine for that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Technically, divines can cast up to 25th level. Though you have to be a fairly high ranking divine to even cast that high. So, I guess that begs the question, does that mean this is where Campaign 4 wraps up for this group?
I think so.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, pretty much. I believe Oni would probably go to church once in a while and raise his nice little friendly dragon that he hopes will not destroy or cause destruction in the future.
His Calamity class dragon.
He says, as long as I'm alive, and now since I'm a demigod, I'm now never gonna die, so he will never cause destruction.
It's fair. You are absolutely right. Well, I guess that means that this is where Campaign 4 shall end.
And the plane of fire was never the same again.
None of the planes were the same again. What are you talking about? You told me you're inciting war on all of them. I still have to roll to see how much damage you do. Just didn't think it was relevant for the beginning of Campaign 5.
Until they take a step off.
Oh, Sif almost ends up in the plane of fire.
Oh, Jet.
What's up?
I mentioned in my what would you do afterwards thing that he would try to form an order of druids, but instead of having them in the marshes, I think he would form them around that tree of life that life gave him. He planted.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So basically creating a grove once it heals up for yeah.
Building Sea Earth?
He's gonna build something around, maybe not Sess itself,
But maybe like a druidic grove.
yeah.
Yeah.
He'd probably also just buy the land from the Empire if he could.
You have more money than God. Yes, you can buy it. And I think the all of you should have a notable title. I think you were granted Baron. Or am I remembering? That might have been Monday.
Yeah, Monday definitely. We all got titles.
I think because the new changes to the the new changes from the third emperor, I believe one of the things he did change was you don't have to be a noble to buy land anymore. You just have to have some sort of standing that's enough to basically say, hey, this person is trustworthy enough, or at least we know enough about them that we're okay with giving them land. And being an epic level. Oh, that does remind me. Topic's not here, so he can't answer, so I'll ask him later. But because this group is kind of special, those of you who hold star signs would have been approached sometime during the downtime between Campaign 4 and 5 and asked if you guys want to be unofficial backup members to the Celestial 12.
He would accept
be a backup.
And after the order is established, the grove there is built. There's someone to take over eventually. He would ascend to your place, I believe.
Oh, when you
Gotcha.
get the golden letter.
Yeah, so that happens about a year. You'll get that letter, and you're also aware that you don't have to, like, it's not a permanent thing, so if you stay, you're locked down and while you're on the material plane, but when you decide to ascend, then you're good. So yeah, that's all kosher. I know you're probably not in this mindset completely, Riven, but you are technically a star sign holder. Would Archie accept becoming a backup to the Celestial 12?
Yes.
Okay, then they're all pretty good. Alright, so now we're going to transition over to sort of a session 0 / just kind of figure some stuff out, because I'm sure some people still need to work on their campaign 5 characters, might have questions, so that's what the rest of this session is going to be about.
I'm still picking out items.
Yep, so you're good.
Oh shit! I've not picked up my items. God damn it.
Did you at least pick out a character? Oh yes, never mind. I know who you're playing. Sorry, I forgot. Yours is one I'm excited about. I'm excited about everybody's characters, but I'm excited for yours. I get to incorporate new lore that I haven't been touching on in this world. Sorry, Ribbon. I know I promised that you would get to play an uber powerful character, but they resolved it pretty quickly. Hey, if you want to, you can still look at that character to see how fucking insane he was.
I already looked. I think on Monday you had it for me, right?
No, I just gave it to you today.